Are you tired of disappointment? Have you been down that road way too many times? Sick of people only wanting one thing? Are you ready to begin that meaningful relationship with that special someone? Now, I am not talking about swiping right or extensive personality inventories. I'm talking about opening your mind to a completely different type of relationship. Why limit yourself to only one special someone? Why restrict yourself to only half the population? It's 2018 and it's time for bromance. Now I'm inviting you into this man cave to further understand your knowledge of bromance by first defining it. Then, you will gaze into my eyes and we will discover your type while listing some of the characteristics. And last, but certainly not least, we'll follow the rose petals to the pros and cons of a bromance. Now, what is a bromance? A bromance is a close, heterosexual friendship between two close males, as seen here. You can see this in our everyday world too, whether it be in movies, television, or even walking down the hallway at school and giving that special someone some steps. Actually, celebrities have romances that, well, for the most part, most of you probably haven't even heard of. For instance, Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill. Did you know that Channing Tatum sends Jonah Hill a dozen roses every Valentine's Day? Oh, and how could we forget our old Prez and VP, Barack Biden? Adolf Hitler and Hein Mueller. Now, Adolf Hitler and Hein Mueller had a lot in common. Eugenics, master race, and a fun fact about the Third Reich, Hein Mueller was the only one allowed to use the casual hello. Caesar and Brutus, romance goes back to like the 1900s or something, right? Et tu, Brute, Caesar. And last, and my favorite, Sam and Frodo. Judging by the look you're giving me, you don't know what Sam and Frodo, you don't know what LOTR means. Or that LOTR stands for Lord of the Rings, only the greatest trilogy ever. Sam and Frodo growing up together in the Shire, the blossom of a young bromance, only to be destroyed by Gandalf being all like, hey, here's this ring. You gotta take it all across Middle-earth and destroy it in Mount Doom. So what do Sam and Frodo do? They take it all across Middle-earth and destroy it in Mount Doom. At literally one point, Sam is carrying Frodo up the entire slope of Mount Doom. Look at his gorgeous baby blue eyes. Anyway, now, let's gaze into the eyes of bromance and find your type while listing some of the characteristics. A survey done by my bros showed that the average person to be in a bromance is between the ages of 12 to 28 years old. So that should cover about everyone in this room. Right, Judge? So let's experience this typical bromance. To start, there's a lot of hugging, which to you guys would be excessive, unnecessary, ill. But to us, it's huggingly huggable. Tush taps are normal and done often, and on late Saturday nights, we like to watch the game, with a lot of burping and farting. I am not ashamed of this. I am a bro myself. Spur of the moment romance is the perfect bromance. It can happen at the most random of times too. Listen, ladies, all men are spur of the moment. We don't call ahead. We don't plan. I will order my tux 2 weeks before prom. It's fine, Mom. Awkward bromance. We all know awkward, like when your zipper is down in the middle of your speech and while people are snickering and laughing, and since it's entertaining, you really think you're on fire with this crowd, only to find out your barn door was open the entire time. Yeah, I'm that guy. Oh, that must actually be funny. Now, in order to become a master at bromance, one must learn to maintain multiple bromances. Say you and your bro are getting along just fine, but want to add that little spark in your relationship. After careful contemplation and selection of another bro, you have become the Three Amigos, the Three Musketeers, even the Three Stooges. You guys are the perfect threesome. Now, hold the roses as we take a look at the pros and cons of a bromance. Sorry, ladies, but this one's kind of your fault. It's a lot cheaper. Face it, guys, who pays when you take a girl out to eat? We do. But in a bromance, it's normally the last person to get up and use the restroom. Oh, to use the restroom. Actually, ladies, there's a secret holiday that, well, pretty much every guy lives by. It's called the Super Bowl, and that cost me about half a pizza, a couple bottles of water, and we watched it on my cable TV in my mother's basement. There's also this law that is followed by pretty much every guy. It's called splitting the bill. Have any of you ever heard? No? Okay, moving on. There is never a bad decision. When I ask my girlfriend, hey, let's build a fort, she always shoots me down and says I'm dumb. But when I ask my bro, he says we should build the fort and move it on top of the school roof. Now, I don't know why, but I guess my friend's dad, who happened to be the cop, thought so otherwise. Do you have any idea what the backseat of a cop car smells like? Neither do I. And the last point, you understand each other easily. Let me demonstrate this by showing you what a normal conversation with my girlfriend would go like. Oh, what are you thinking? Kind of hungry. Why don't you share your feelings with me? Only thing I'm really feeling right now is this little rumbly thing going in my belly. Why don't you talk to me? I haven't seen you all day. Why don't you just talk to me? I said I was hungry. Now, a conversation with my bros go a little bit more like this. Dude, what's up? Chillin'. You wanna go watch the game? Dude, sports. And that's pretty much it. It's as easy as it's cheaper, there's never a bad decision, and you understand each other easily. Now, let's take a look at the cons. For the, yeah, there really aren't any cons. Now, I know you all are wanting to get out that door and find your bromance. Don't forget as you leave the man cave that we discovered what a bromance is by first defining it. Then you gazed into my eyes and we discovered your type while listing some of the characteristics. And last, and certainly not least, we follow the rose petals to the pros and cons of a bromance. As you leave, here is one final thought. Find your bro and romance him, like I have done here. End of speech.
Oh, so good, Sam.